to the verb to be. In this lesson, we will learn the verb to be. I am, I'm. You are, you're. He is, he's. She is, she's. It is, it's. You are, you're. We are, we're. You are, you're. They are, they're. I'm Italian. You're French. He's Canadian. She's Belgian. We're American. You're English. They're Moroccan. In this lesson, we have learned the verb to be. I'm, you're, he's, she's, it's, we're, you're, they're. Welcome to the verb to live. In this lesson, we will learn the verb live. Hello, Patricia. Where are you from? I'm from the UK. Where do you live? I live in London. In the present simple tense, the verb live is regular. I live. You live. He lives. She lives. It lives. And for the plural, we live. You live. They live. I live in London. You live in Dubai. He lives in New York. She lives in Madrid. We live in New Delhi. You and Mark live in Paris. They live in Beijing. Hello, Olga. Where are you from? I'm from Russia. Where do you live? I live in St. Petersburg. Hello, Alison. Where are you from? I'm from Australia. Where do you live? I live in Sydney. Where does he live? He lives in Sydney. Where does she live? She lives in Paris. Where do they live? They live in New York. In this lesson, we learnt the verb live. I live. You live. He lives. She lives. It lives. We live. You live. They live. Where do you live? I live in London. Welcome to the verb to work. In this lesson, we will learn the verb work. Hello, Claire. Where do you work? I work in London. I work at My Chocolate. Subject plus work or works plus in plus place. I work in London. I work in a hotel. Subject plus work or works plus at plus name of the company. I work at 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐚𝐜𝐭. In the present simple tense, the verb work is regular. I work. You work. He works. She works. It works. We work. You work. They work. I work plus in plus city or place. I work in London. You work in an office. He works in a hotel. She works in Madrid. We work in a supermarket. You and Mark work in a gym. They work in a hospital. I work plus at plus name of the company. I work at 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐚𝐜 Hotel. You work at Jim's gym. He works at 𝐂𝐨𝐧 Hospital. She works at my chocolate company. Hello, Olga. Where do you work? I work in a hospital. Where does he work? He works in a hotel. Where does she work? She works in an office. Where do they work? They work in London. In this lesson, we learned the verb work. I work. You work. He works. She works. It works. We work. You work. They work. Where do you work? I work in London. Where does she work? She works at my chocolate company. Welcome to the verb to study. In this lesson, we will learn the verb study. What do you study? I study English. In the third person, remember, I-E-S, not Y-S. Singular. I study. You study. He studies. She studies. Plural. We study. You study. They study. I study English. You study German. He studies Italian. She studies French. We study Arabic. You and Mark study Chinese. They study Japanese. What do you study? I study English. What does he study? He studies Italian. What does she study? She studies French. In this lesson, we learned the verb study. I study. You study. He studies. She studies. We study. You study. They study. What do you study? I study English. What does he study? He studies Italian. Welcome to the verb to have. In this lesson, we will learn the verb have. We use have for things we own or things that belong to us. I have a car. I have a book. I have a pen. The she, he, and it have changes to has. Singular. I have. You have. He has. She has. It has. Plural, more than one. We have. You have. They have. I have a pencil. You have a pen. He has a book. She has a bag. We have a house. You and Mark have a car. They have a house. Do you have a car? Yes, I do. Not, yes, I have. That's wrong. Does she have a car? Yes, she does. Not, yes, she has. That's incorrect. In this lesson, we learnt the verb have. I have. You have. He has. She has. It has. We have. You have. They have. Do you have a house? Yes, I do. Does she have a car? Yes, she does.